Hi everybody, I'm Jack Hoffman, run coach, program director for Endurance Health Delafield. We want to talk to you about our teams tonight. We have run teams, bike team, triathlon teams. A little bit about me, I'm a run coach. I've been running for a few years now, started when I was 14. So that was 44 years ago, I guess. I should know more about it by now, but ran in high school, went to college in Madison, ran on the team in Madison, had some success there, took a few years off, 34 years or so off. Got back into it because my wife Julie, who's the other run coach, will you say hi, Julie? Hi, Julie. Julie wanted to run a marathon. And she said, you know, you used to run. Couldn't you help me train for a marathon? And I thought, well, how hard can this be? It's a marathon. You're hardly even running when you're jogging along. And 22 marathons later, I'm still trying to figure out how you run a marathon. That led us here. We started run programs here 3 years ago. We have really a run program and a foundations run program for kind of the Couch to 5K group. Tonight we're going to talk about the run program. The run program is really made up of a couple pieces. We have a Training Peaks account that everybody who joins the team gets. Training Peaks is a computer-based software program that will show you your workout. So everybody will get a training plan, a basic training plan, and it'll show up in your computer every morning. You'll get an email saying, guess what you get to do today. And whether you do it or not is your choice, but it's there for you. We get together on Tuesdays for usually a talk about something fitness related or running related or triathlon related. Then Thursdays we'll have an organized workout. It'll be either from the store here or from somewhere in this area. It might be a track, it might be a trail run, it might be out on the roads. We start that when it gets light. From now until spring, our Thursdays are comprised of workouts that we do out of here. They vacillate between every other week. We're doing core work or plyometrics, and then we have a yoga instructor come in and she'll do yoga. So we kind of go back and forth between the two. Saturdays all year round are long runs, and long, I guess, is relative to what people are doing. I think probably the shortest long run people tend to do is about 4 miles. The longest long run people do 23? Yeah. Dave did 23 last week, and I think that's the longest long run workout we've done so far for people training for marathon. And typically there's everything in between. We try to hope for enough people that everybody can find a running partner and have someone to go out with and have someone to yak with. Hopefully there'll be 5 or 6 or 7 people in the group, and they'll have something to help the time pass. The thing about our run groups is we do have some people that are pretty intense and pretty talented, but that's not what we're really about. We're really about a group getting together, whether you're a 7-minute miler or a 12-minute miler, getting together, talking, sharing the hobby, sharing the fitness, and having a good time together. We try to structure the workouts if we're going to have something that's faster paced so that we don't spread out too far and everybody can kind of stay close together, at least on the recovery portions, so that you don't end up with somebody 2 miles down the road and somebody else out, by themselves way back here. We do have, like I say, the talks on Tuesday nights where last night for instance, we had somebody come in, physical therapist come in, talk about dry needling technique for athletic injuries, did a demonstration showing how to stick a needle into some poor bugger's hamstring. Same poor bugger that ran 23 miles. I'm sure there's no connection there whatsoever. And we also will have get-togethers, we'll have parties. I think next week we have a football-related party. Cheer for your favorite team, wear your favorite jersey, and talk smack. We have Seahawk fans here, which isn't going to go over well. We have Bear fans. We're really about fun and camaraderie, although we do have some workouts that will test you, and we do try to get people in good shape. We've got a lot of people that have been to Boston. We've got a lot of people that win age groups at various races. We also have a lot of people that have no thoughts of ever running a marathon and are happy to finish their 5K. So we try and take care of everybody. The run team for the entire year is $120. That covers the exorbitant fees they pay to Julie and I. And returning members get a $20 discount. Like I say, runs Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. If you're on the run team, everything in the store is 15% off all the time. We have a custom shirt that everybody on the team gets. Very nifty, really comfy, says Run Team on the back. A lot of races Jason will sponsor, and so we'll be able to get discounts on those. We do try to get a lot of people to go to races together, so it's always more fun to show up at a race with a group and have people to hang out with and lie to when it's all over. We are doing the Chilly Willy Winter Series this year, which is a series of 7 races, kind of bookended by half marathons and a lot of 5Ks and 10Ks in between. I think the half marathons also have 5K and 10K components too. And again, parties, frivolity, fun, irritate each other, make new friends. Now we also have a bike team. The bike team is, you can upgrade the run team to the bike team, I believe, for $20 extra. The bike team will have indoor trainer rides. We ride in here on Monday and Wednesday nights. We bring our trainers and our bikes in, and we'll have organized workouts, structured workouts. Once in a while, early on, if the weather gets nice, we'll go outside, and then once the weather does get nice, we do move outside for Monday and Wednesdays. We also get together on Sunday mornings for long rides. On the trainer, if you're going to ride 2 hours, it's a lot of fun to have somebody to talk to instead of just staring blankly at a wall for 2 hours. So this year, we're going to try something a little different. We're going to see if people don't want to get together and subscribe to Zwift and do our Sunday long rides together. Either come in here and have your computer screen in front of you and race each other, or you can stay home and do it on your trainer. Zwift is on the screen back there. It's a computer-generated riding game. It takes power either from a power meter, from a smart trainer, or from a speed and cadence sensor on your bike, and puts you on the road, and you race people in real time from all over the world. We would get together and coordinate meeting in one spot and doing our rides together from there, so that would be kind of fun. And again, they get the same 15% team discount. We've got a cyclocross team, and I don't know, do you want to describe cyclocross for everybody, Dan? It's kind of organized mayhem with beer,
yeah.
Just like Dan, organized mayhem with beer.
I'm actually icing my pinky. May have cross is one of those things where you almost have to see it to understand what's actually going on. Easiest way to explain it is people chase on a bike. So you have a course, that's 1 to 2 miles long. Ride that course. There are little sections that you have to hop off and run with your bike, and then hop back on, continue the course. They're all, the nice thing with them is that it's all duration, it's all time-based. So it's not, hey, you have to go out and do a 20-mile race. It's, you have to go out and do this for half an hour. So, and it's however many laps you can do in half an hour. If you are looking for races to come and watch, next weekend, the 23rd and 24th, there is a World Cup race in Waterloo. So 45 minutes away, you're going to get all the top racers from across the world there. It is both Saturday and Sunday, and there's races the entire day. So it's definitely going to be a really cool experience for everybody that's interested or just wants to come out and see what it is. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be a good time.
So that's cyclocross. Also, we have a very cool cyclocross kit, uniform. Is there one back with you?
Sure.
We can show you. It's the coolest kit that we have. I actually have one. I'm not doing cyclocross right now, but I have one. If you want to keep your bike and your trainer here, for $50 you can, for a storage fee, you can leave everything here. This is our cyclocross team kit. This is Mark Caballero. Mark is our triathlon coach. With the triathlon team, same thing, you get the training piece account, the computerized training program, something that'll be, last year we had this, it was a program that was a corporate program through training, or through Endurance House. Mark is going to be involved this year in building a program just for our store. That'll show up on the training piece account on your computer, so you'll be able to look and see what your training is ahead of time, and you'll get an email every day telling you what that day is about.
So I've been coaching for about 5 years in triathlon and racing at a pretty high level in the last couple of years as well. My relationship with Endurance House started last year. I was working with the Foundations program, and we have a couple of people here that did that. So essentially that is your completion program. You may not have run before or actually be able to swim. You might not own a bike yet, and that's the program for Foundations. The RYP team, which you guys are kind of here listening about today, this is more about the club. You'll do more events. Maybe you're not just doing a sprint, you're doing Olympic or half-iron or full iron. For my day job, I work at Marquette University in exercise science. I teach undergrad labs, and I manage all our spaces. I'm also associate director of our human performance lab. I'm not going to talk too much about the tests and so forth that we're going to offer. Hopefully, if you have any interest in that, I'll be available at the end and we can chat about that. But
again, the team biking workouts that we talked about for the bike team will also all be available for the tri team. There'll be swims twice a month, I believe. We have another swim coach, Pat Leeds. Pat will be here tonight. She's actually coaching a swim meet right now, so she'll be a little late. She'll be here to meet you and talk to. Pat teaches master swim at Westwood. Really nice lady, extremely good instructor. Very detail oriented, very supportive of everybody. Loves to coach, loves to help, just loves everything about swimming. She's been great for us to have on board.
all right, so we've identified a couple of really key races that we want everybody to consider participating in. We've got Ironman Madison, half full, Door County half, Racine half, Capitol View, Pewaukee, Trying for Children, and Lake Country Triathlon. So we're probably going to pick a couple of really, probably about 2 or 3 races for each distance, full, half, and an Olympic distance as well as sprint. And those are going to be the big races that we're going to peak you for. So my goal for you guys is to essentially take you through the training process and see if we can develop a little bit more fitness. So ideally you have some sort of background, and this will allow you to basically work towards that goal and hopefully get a little bit faster or feel a little more comfortable doing those events. So Jack and Julie really are going to be your guides for talking about the specifics for the events. They're running it day to day. My goal basically here is to do all the programming and come up with the workouts for you guys. So questions specifically about the events, as we get closer to the season, we'll kind of work together as a team and kind of figure out what that is going to look like in terms of programming, group activities, and maybe some course rides, stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll set up some course rides, possibly. Not a lot of people do the Ironman, but it's always fun to go and ride the Ironman course. So probably we'll set up a weekend day where we'll all, everybody interested can go to Madison, right? So we'll have the Ironman course. We'll also try and set up one event that will be kind of an away game where try and get people interested in going maybe to Door County or an event like that where there's a sprint on Saturday, a half on Sunday. We could have people doing both. Maybe people would stay over and have a little more social time as part of the weekend. For the 3 costs are for sprint, Olympic, half, and full Ironman. For people who are returning, there's a $100 discount. Now this cost includes a full kit, which is $100 plus for a full triathlon kit, and also 15% off everything in the store. So if you were to buy a bike and get a free kit, you pretty much pay for the Sprint Olympic cost just in that. You may recognize Mark if you go to any of the local triathlons, because Mark is always the first person finishing. At least all of my
more on this page?
there is. They just talking about Mark, and I think.
Yeah. So there you go. That's me. So, I'm not dead. So based on that last little part, some of my work at Marquette was with youth triathlon team with minority youth and pediatric obesity, and that's where one of my loves for coaching and so forth has developed. The other side of my interest with the sport in terms of human performance is working with lab data. I think, is there a slide on that?
There's not. We have a pamphlet with all the
pamphlet with all the information. This is like your VO2 max testing, lactate testing, FTP testing, all that kind of stuff. If you are somebody who's highly motivated and you're wanting to kind of up your game for the year, that's going to be the kind of stuff for you. So I understand that's really not for everybody, so we won't go into details, but if you want to talk about that, see me after.
The other thing that we do from the store is individual coaching or private coaching. For somebody who wants to go to Kona, for somebody who wants to go to Boston, for somebody who wants to see what could I really do if I gave 100% effort and did everything perfectly, what would I be? You really can't do that without something like private coaching, where you have a coach that is responding to you on a daily basis, is looking at your workouts and how things went and adjusting things accordingly. Mark does that for the triathletes for $200 a month. I do that for the runners for $80 a month. But we can talk to you about that. For people who want to figure out exactly how good they can be, you should look into private coaching, because like I say, you need somebody who is very well versed in the sport, looking over your results consistently, to be able to see when you're improving, when you're not, when you're reacting well to workouts, when you're not, and able to adjust. The workouts that we will have for you on Training Peaks as part of the teams are good, solid workouts, but we have to err to be a little conservative. There's a lot of different ages and a lot of different groups, so we can't push you to the limit, because everybody's limit's a little different. And so, those programs are very well founded and they're well written, but they're not specific to you. So that is also available. One
of the things I guess that I focus on, especially for athletes, is the data. I'm very data driven, and I want to look at performance. So one of the things that I usually ask people to have is heart rate monitor, power meter, kind of the tech and tools. I don't want that to be, overburdening, but really need that in order to make the best decisions. I brought my computer with me. I have some data with some cycling programs that I helped. I can show you that data if you'd like. We had about 13% improvement in their power output over a 10-week period. That's the kind of thing that basically excites me. So if you're kind of like, I want to work on this specific thing, and I think I can get this fast, or to qualify for Kona, I know I have to hit this time, or I have to be able to hold this split. Those are the kind of specific things that I'll help you do, but also incorporate the other disciplines, because you can't just work on the good ones. You got to work on everything.
But remember too that the programs that will be including with the run teams and the triathlon teams, there will be some leeway. There'll be something for everybody. If you're a beginner, you're not going to be shown a training program that's going to be giving you 12 hours a week of training, and oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this? I don't have that kind of time, and I don't have that kind of interest. There'll be a couple different programs that will cater to the amount of time that you have and the amount of interest in training that you have. if anybody has any questions now, that'd be great. If you'd rather ask us, personally, that'd be fine too. So,
In the triathlon program that you set up, is there any diet stuff involved with that, or is that all on our own as far as how many calories we should be taking?
there will be a seminar or a talk on nutrition. That'll be one of the things we didn't really mention is there's a series of 12 seminars or talks that we put on. Some will be on bike maintenance, on run mechanics, and one of those will be diet oriented and talk about calorie usage for different events and different people. And Mark does have some background in that area and is pretty well versed with it.
I have two questions. So that's a calendar year? So that starts January, is that?
Starts January 1.
All right. And so if we're currently on a team, this goes until the end of the month?
It's really a 9-month, we're in this 3 months now, and frankly, if somebody signed up tonight, you can start coming immediately. We really have structured, organized workouts from January through the end of September. And because pretty much all the seasons are over.
Right.
Now, because we have people doing the Chili Willy series, there is a training program. The people doing that series and signing up by October 1, I believe, will get that as part of signing up by that date. The real, structured training will start January 1. For everybody, particularly people that competed a lot this year, if you did a half Ironman, did a bunch of races, I always encourage people to just relax, take some time off. Doesn't mean you have to get lazy and put on 15 pounds and not work out, but you don't have to do everything in a structured workout. This is a good time of year to just go out for a bike ride, just go for a nice trail run. Leave your watch at home or put it in your pocket or whatever, and just enjoy the fact that you're fit and you've taken good care of yourself, and you can go out and do those kinds of things and be really fresh. So when January comes, you're anxious to get back into something a little more structured. Anything else?
So I was talking with Julie today. We did the trail run at Pashota, which was really nice for anybody who has time on weekdays to go. But you mentioned the yoga and the strength is going to be back.
Right. So if you're new to us and you join right away, you're getting all of next year, and you're getting to come to our things that we have going on from now to the end of this year, which we're at trail runs every Thursday through this month, and then we're going to kind of start alternating. We have a wonderful woman who had her yoga practice in Oconomowoc for a while, and then she's actually in family law, and then she went to work at Quad Graphics, but she still misses her yoga practice so much that she comes to do it for us twice a month. So right there is a value of you coming here to do yoga twice a month, and she's just great. It's very low key. You don't have to be worried if you never did yoga before. And then we alternate that with some strength workouts here.
Hill sprints, plyometrics.
Yep, hill sprints, plyometrics. Sometimes we're over in the movie theater parking lot. We get very creative in this kind of busy area right here to find things to do that aren't out in the traffic and are very worthwhile. Like we said, we have a monthly social party now. And the last 2 years, we had 35 of our run team members doing the winter series. And I was never a big winter runner until I came to work here. I probably didn't really run outside at all, but I found out it's not so bad, and it really does keep you, conditioned when spring comes, and it's just fun. It's a big group of people that are meeting to go to these races, and they're fun. Whether you're trying hard or you're not trying hard, doesn't matter. And if you sign up for one of our teams, you can get $15 off the Chili Willy, which I think right now the price for the 7 races is $160, which is really, really reasonable. For 7 races, and 2 of them could be a half marathon. So think about that. Come join us for Chili Willy, and that price goes up, I think, October 1st. So, and we added in a morning trail run, like Jamala said. We just started that today on Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. So now it's a little bit of a daytime option for people who, might be able to make that. And we are doing those at Neshota Park.
Everybody, Pat Lees. Pat is our swim coach. And there's a lot of people. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Pat Lees?
Yes, I work in a number of places. I coach 2 high school swim teams, so that's why I wasn't here on time. We had a high school swim meet that just finished up out here. So I coach the Pewaukee High School girls and St. John's Military Academy boys. And then I'm at Westwood too. I work with their masters and then do some private lessons out there and then I'm out here too.
So how are the swim workouts? Are they at a school or open water or?
Well, in the wintertime, though, they're at Westwood.
Yeah, so what we do with the swim is that we've had group workouts at every so many numbers of weeks, and then we get together and then that's really all drills and technique kind of thing. So everybody's a little bit different. We're doing some of the same drills that are working at things that are most common as far as technique flaws for people, and then everybody has individual things that they work on. And then between those, then the workouts incorporate the drills and different sets that you do on your own. And then in the summer, it really is more open water focused or just straight swimming in the pool focused as far as the workouts. We also did, I think it ended up being about a day a month that we had an open water group session too, where we did some technique work as far as open water swimming and then just some practice with bumping into each other and all that good stuff.
When are those swim workouts generally? Times or days or those set?
You mean the indoor group ones?
Yeah.
Is that what you're- So we've had those early morning Sundays. That's the time that we're able to get to the pool. So they've been 6 to 8 on Sunday mornings. So yeah.
And if you're not a member of Westwood?
Yeah, they don't have to be, right? There's a waiver that you need to sign when you go in there, and then there's a negotiated just for.
Yeah, Jason buys pool time for our teams, so you don't have to be a Westwood member
Right.
to swim.
So will there be more structured in the pool times than there was? Will it start in January
It'll
or?
start in January. And it'll be, well,
Twice a month.
Twice a
won't
month.
it?
Twice a
Yeah. 2 Sundays a month.
Where are the open water swims?
Well, we were at,
Lackavel, Park Street,
Yeah,
Park Street.
Park Street.
Yeah, that's where we did them last year. So. And then the ones on your own, we encourage you to go out with a group because it's never a good idea to do open water swimming by yourself. They've got the flotation devices here too, which is a good safety feature. You know, when you're doing open water swimming, if you have a cramp or something like that, you can hang on them and also boats can see you. So that's a really, really important thing.
For people who join our teams, we do have a private Facebook page, and I know not everybody likes Facebook, but it's really a great way for us to communicate. You can't be emailing everybody and hearing what everyone else is saying, and being, someone can check it right that minute. We can cancel a workout because it's bad weather or whatever. So it really is the best way to be on our private Facebook page once you join the team. You don't even, if you're a little worried that you don't want to be on Facebook, we ask that you just have, your dog's name. Just tell us what your alias is, and we'll know it's you.
If somebody wants to go and do an open water swim on a Tuesday morning, they can say, hey, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be doing an open, and I want to swim Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock. Anybody want to join me?
Yeah, we had a lot of people organizing that. The Mulberry.
It's went really well.
And bike rides too. People will say, certain day I want to go out at 6 a.m. Anybody want to ride this route with me? So it really works.
And it also tags your calendar, so that's nice to remind you. Like when you have an event on the Facebook page and then you say you're going or whatever, then it'll put on your calendar. So
Do you, obviously when it's warmer, do you have a combination events together, like just swim and then get in the bike or bike and then run? Or I was just curious what the workouts themselves.
Yeah, so maybe you guys can talk about what we're planning for the summer in terms of workouts that are here. But basically, I'll try to structure the workouts to fit around what the store is going to offer. So we're going to do a run on Wednesday. I'll put a run on the Wednesday in all the training plans. And we'll build it up so that people get a little bit of experience doing brick runs and so forth. But yeah, that's definitely one of those things that you build up to, and you can always add one in if you have more time and so forth.
And how we'll structure most of those would be to structure a run after one of our, we'll be biking on Monday and Wednesday nights, and to structure a run after we finish biking in summer. So for people who are on the bike team, they'll do the bike ride. For people who are doing multi-events, either duathletes or triathletes, then they would have a run to follow their bike ride. And your training plan will also have some of those kinds of workouts that are away from the store. We don't do all the workouts as a team.
Sure.
And so there will be some workouts in your schedule that will be brick workouts on their own too.
Mark also did, I was unfortunately not able to make it, did transition clinic too. So if you've only ever run, bike, swim individually, a big part of triathlon racing is transition. You can get more minutes out of your transition than most people can ever get out of their run over a period of time. So that's great training if you want to do an event.
Yeah, we'll have stuff leading up to a lot of the big events and all the sponsored ones that Jason will sponsor. We'll have that stuff too.
That's one of the things I was going to mention, that the races that are sponsored by Endurance House, or even just local races that, like one that we did here late in the summer, one of the last ones of the year was Lake Country Triathlon, and we did the bike course, I think it was three times, I think. And we did the run course twice. And if you sat and watched the awards ceremony that day, it was jammed full of people out of the shop. And I attribute a lot of that to Jack and Julie, who was dragging us around the course, and we the course like back in our hands. We did it really well.
Yeah, that's a good point. We did the sprints, and I did a sprint that I did last year, but they changed the course. I didn't know it. So it's just kind of, oh yeah. So there's a hill, and you're like,
But even if you're not out there being competitive, you just want to do it, you just are so much more comfortable.
sure.
When you got people you know around you and you understand the course and you understand how to come out of the water and get on your bike. I mean, that all, the comfort level is just amazing.
Yeah, but the point of all of these teams really comes down to being part of a team enriches the entire experience. I mean, you can always get a training program, you can always do the workouts, you can always go to the event, but being there with a group of people wearing the same clothes, going to the same tent, cheering for each other, when you finish, knowing that there's going to be somebody for you who understands what happened to talk to, and somebody who you went out and did a 50-mile bike ride with, and you're in that race and you're pulling for them and they're pulling for you. There's something there that you just don't get going out on your own and training. And it's what we try to build. We just try to build a team of people who have fun and who like each other and who get more experience out of this than just doing it. And that's why we hope that a lot of people will join us, because more numbers make more energy, make more friends, make more fun.
I'll add too that I'm not the fastest person in any one of the three sports in that triathlon, but I'm getting better all the time. And it's just really great camaraderie here, and you can start off a run with somebody who's going to do a 7-minute mile, and I'm going to do a 10.5-minute mile, and we still end at the same. That is how things go. No, I did a 2-miler today and did 10:05, which was for me super duper good after a 15-mile bike ride. But everyone here is pretty supportive, no matter how fast you are. You all kind of meet at the same spot, you end at the same spot, and you're just really supported. I've learned so much because I was not a biker or a swimmer 15 months ago, and now running is really my worst of the three. So I've really learned so much. The coaching has really been great. Really appreciate being part of this team.
I'll say too, like I'm on, the same pacing as Deb, or like even a little slower than that. And like with the trail runs today, Julie didn't leave me behind, which was great because they're all super speedsters. But I mean, there's a foundations group that are beginner runners, and so I do think there's kind of a pace for everyone, and like you said, Jack, like the more people that we have, the more we have running partners and stuff like that. So I know that I've improved with my own work and, coming here, like 2-minute mile, like reduction in my pace just by like coming here and being supportive and shooting the breeze with Jack, getting tips and all that and stuff, so.
You run faster in a group, you just.
Yeah.
Well, there's just kind of more accountability. I mean, a lot of times you're just kind of, you come home from work, you're sitting there. If you didn't have this group run to go to, you probably would continue to sit there. It takes a little more to get off the couch. But if you think, oh, this group is there, I should go, I wanted to see, Susie and talk to her about whatever, it just does make it so much easier and fun.